So who's the next guy you want to talk about, Trevor?
I'm thinking Bateman, man. Rashod
There we go. The receiver
from Minnesota.
from Minnesota.
What? Okay, so first thing I want to say, I just want to get. Did you watch anything on him, Eric?
Yeah,
Be honest. Did you?
Yeah, a little
Okay,
bit.
so did you notice like he's got a like when he lines up on the offensive line, he's got a wide stance for a receiver.
Yeah,
which I really don't think I've
weird.
ever noticed before. And like he takes like a misstep. It's the weirdest. So I noticed this. And then after a while, I had to rewatch it because I'm so fascinated on him taking that little step and then taking off. I'm like, what in the hell is going on?
It's almost like a little stutter step. Like
no, it's exactly. Let's call it that. It's a stutter step, and I don't get it, but I love every minute of it. Like it works for him. Yeah. He looks legit. But I'm gonna point out right away, the guy's got great size. He's 6'2", 210 pounds.
Beauty.
Eric, I love his hands. The balls never get in on his chest, Eric. Like that, it's so exciting to watch him. Like he's just one of those guys. Like his hands are always away from his body. He's all hands. He's catching it with his hands.
Even on comeback routes. Even on comeback routes, he's
it's unreal.
Which a lot of times on comeback routes, the guys they're already turning. They're coming back to it. They'll just kind of let it catch their body. And that's one thing I kind of found about him.
Or they're letting it get into their body.
Exactly, right? They're getting close. And he was just like, nope. We'll grab
hands
that.
Are always extended. Always extended. I love it.
Good.
Like I said, he's deceivingly fast. Another guy, he's a big receiver. He runs really well.
Yeah.
I love his open field. Like he makes, he plays for Minnesota, but he's able, so the competition varies, right?
Yep.
But he's able to make people miss a lot in the open field. You can throw that bubble screen at him, and he's going to make 2 or 3 guys miss. He's going to turn a 3-yard, which should be a 3-yard run into like 15, 20 yards. You got to love that about him. He's explosive. He never drops the ball. Also, when you turn the tape on, man, he's got some one-handed beauties. Like just one-handed, absolute jaw-dropping beauty catches, which I absolutely love. Now, what I don't like about him, and they don't really emphasize this enough, is his it's not his fault. It's his route tree.
Yeah.
It's what they ask him to do. He does really well, like extremely well. Like I'm not saying he's a bad route runner. Like he's actually a really good route runner.
Yeah.
But he doesn't run all the routes. Like the route tree, like it's very limited for their offense.
Yeah.
So that jumps out at me. So we'll give him a negative on that. But other than that, I want to go into some other strengths.
It's not some, like I said, it's a negative, and it's hard to grade a guy on that. But like I said, if you can't judge him, if you haven't seen him run those routes, it's harder to do it, right? Like when you watched a guy like Justin Jefferson last year, he ran every route in the world, right? Like yes, he ran a lot from the slot and everything else, right? But he ran a lot of different routes, whether it was a corner, whether it was a cross,
he basically ran them all,
exactly,
or a lot
right?
of them.
And out. But like I said, if they're just not putting a repertoire, we can't judge you on them. So like I said, it's almost unfair to kind of do a little bit knock on you,
ding them on that, which we're not. I'm just pointing it out. That's all I wanted to do. What else is really outstanding is his awareness of the sidelines. This comes to this pops out at me too, I find. So knowing where the sticks are, knowing what he needs for yardage. To me, he's a very intelligent player. Now, I don't want to say this all the time, but him and Horn stand out. Like they've got a little bit up here. The noodle, they've got it. Okay. They got nice salad too, from what I've seen. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying his awareness. Well, I don't know. You're looking pretty tight right now. I'm looking really sloppy, but you know how I roll. So, anyways, my salad's not tight tonight. Eric says, shout out to Eric. Oh wait, he's the host of the show. Right on. But so I think that's excellent, Eric. Like you got a guy in college and he's already mastered where the sideline is. Like I said, he knows what his down and distance is. Wicked. His I want to give so like I was saying, I already touched on it earlier. What he does run for routes, he's acceptable at. I love his double moves. Man, he made corners look foolish out there, like fish out of water. Oh yeah, write that one down. Fish out of water. But anyways, his double moves, wicked. His route running, I already mentioned, really good. What we've seen. So I want to get into his stats. He did not play in 2020.
Nope.
He opted out.
Yep.
Whatever. Let's get into last year's stats. So he had 60 catches. He was targeted 98 times. And he had 1,200 yards in 19. So in 19, what did I say? 1,200 yards and whatever.
And how many
But
touchdowns?
anyway, so oh my god, I actually didn't write the touchdown number. Do you?
No,
I forgot.
I didn't have it. So.
Damn it. That's my bad, people.
It's all good. It's all good.
He had touchdowns. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
More than one.
I saw a couple on highlights. So there you go.
I should Google it.
Yeah. Anyways.
Too late.
Yeah.
So yeah. So his 50-50 balls, he wins them.
Yep.
Like I said, that helps when you can just tell. Like he catches everything away from his body. He's a beast. I love it. Like so his ball and his IQ is right there. He's actually. I also noticed on some run plays, the guy can get at it. So I like that too. Now, I'm not saying that he can't get a little more engaged, but he's willing and able, and he does more often than not.
He's a pretty boy receiver. Just if he wants to get engaged a little bit.
He wears 13. Sundin's number. Oh, boy. Yeah, boy.
Keenan Allen?
Love it.
Keenan Allen?
Keenan. I forgot about Keenan. So
Mike
they're
Evans?
talking about a rule change in the NFL because Diggs was going on about it.
Switching.
That better not happen.
No, I hope not.
No NFL. Leave it alone. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
One of the things I hate about the CFL, just all these random freaking numbers for guys. Stop. Anyways, continue.
I wrote down in my notes, people, sick hands.
He does have
I
sick
love
hands.
it.
He does.
I love how I write my notes.
Yeah.
Sick hands.
Well, I found with him too. I found like he has the speed to win, like to beat a guy, right? Like is he a Devontae Smith? Is he a Jalen Waddle?
I wouldn't say he's blazing, but he's fast.
But he's still got some speed to him at the
like
end of the day.
he pulls away from guys. Can we not agree on that?
Yes, 100%. And like I said, what if he gets a step on you? He might not keep on pulling past you, but he's going to have enough probably to get by you, unless you're a very quick corner or safety, right? And then I found one of the things I found is, when he's running his route, he's high pointing the ball when he has to, right? If he's got to get up there, he's not jumping early. Like he's got good timing on his catches and stuff. If he's got to go to high point it, like I found that was another good thing about him. And like I said, just catching that ball away from your body, using your hands, it's what you want to see, a guy do, it's just,
he's got the tools.
Yeah. He's got everything you could want. So
NFL wide receiver. So I've got this thing, and I didn't do it with Horn, but I'm going to do it with Bateman. I'm going to do it with Horn too. I call it the eye test.
Yeah.
So the eye test is, what are your eyes telling you about this player, okay? And what I'm seeing is that I don't want to say he's not a bust or he's not a – but there's just so much to like. I call it the eye test. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to go and say he passes the eye test. Same with Horn. Like we talked about Horn, like – physical. There's just so much. He's really good. Like he's a ball player. Yeah. We'll just call it a ball player. And I want him. So if I want them, he passes the eye test. That's all I'm going to say.
And
that concludes. I probably should have said more about him. Like I just can't brag about him enough.
You could have had, like I said, there's all the stats, right? People can read stats. People can do this. And like I said, we always tell everybody, if you guys get the extra time, if you really like what we've said about somebody, go give us your opinion. If you go watch some tape on him yourself. Tell us if you think that we've missed something about this stuff. Like, we're not experts at this stuff. We like to give our opinions, and we think we have a pretty good knowledge when it comes to the game of football, the way it should be played, the way certain positions should be played, and the way that certain guys may be overhyped rather than others. So we're gonna give you our opinion, whether it's good or bad, right? Like I said,
he's under. I'm just gonna say that right now. Yeah. He's under.
Yeah,
they should be talking about him,
and that's what it is, right? Like, and it's hard, right? When you got Chase and you got Waddle and you got Devontae Smith, like, it's one of those years where it's like, wow, so you're going to be the fourth guy. Well, yeah, like I said.
So it's actually kind of sad that I feel like Smith's almost not talked about enough neither. Like he does what he does and everyone wants to talk about Pitt and Chase. And I'm just like, wow.
And even Waddle,
like you can't even,
his teammate.
You know what I mean? You can't do more than what he's done this year.
Exactly.
So I just want to shout out Smith. You're the,
He's
love it, man.
He's a beaut. No, and like I said,
not taking anything away from the other boys. So.
No, and like I said, I think he's got good, good yak. He have to catch all that other good stuff, right? Like he'll make a guy miss, or he'll take a good angle to kind of get by a guy if he has to, right? So there's the little stuff like that really makes a big difference when it comes to this stuff. That I find that he does really well. So, no, we're gonna move on to where do you think he should go? So,
well, I don't want to. I wouldn't love to see him in this place, but he could go to Detroit.
Yep.
And I don't really want to see that happen, but if it does, it does. But I don't think it will at 7. No, it's one of those other pass catchers are going to be there.
And so Chase is probably gonna. I said I don't know where Chase will go. Right, Chase can go anywhere from Atlanta to Cincy to Miami. There's 3 spots right ahead of them, ahead of Detroit that he could go.
Chase's quarterback is in Cincinnati, so
that's what it is, right?
There's been some rumors out there.
Exactly. Or do they go with an offensive lineman to like try to, keep him alive, type of thing too? So it's one of those things. The Giants, but like the Giants get Galladay, they get Shepard, they get Ingram. Do you need another receiver there, type of thing? Like, to me,
they do need a receiver. They need a stud number 1. Yeah. That's just me.
To me,
like we said, they've got a lot of holes.
Yeah,
the Giants.
Like I said, he almost drops down, and I said I think it's the same thing as a lot of these guys, right? Once you get past that first thing, I said the Eagles at 12, that might be a decent spot for him, right? They did spend a first-round pick on a receiver last year in Jalen Reagor. I don't think you guys would take him. Arizona, they got the retirement home for receivers over there already, so I don't think they need another one. Miami again at 18, if for some reason they don't grab a receiver with their first pick at 6, if they decide to hold off, and if they go with like a offensive tackle or something like that instead of Pitts.
I honestly, because I'm a New England fan, I'd absolutely dread to see them get Chase right there.
Yeah,
because you got to see him every day. But being a New England fan, I loved watching his college. Like, I watched so much LSU games last year, and he was just a joy to watch. And ask Eric. I'm a huge Jefferson fan, and I love him to death. Yeah, but I really like Chase. All I kept saying to Eric was, "Who's this number 1 guy? Like, this guy's fucking ridiculous." So it was just crazy.
Like I said, that's not taking anything away from Jefferson, because we both love
exactly. Because look what he did this year. Like, he just killed it.
And we had that conversation last year. I thought Jefferson was underrated the whole time, right? For him to be the 5th receiver off the board was stupid, especially with someone like Henry Ruggs above him.
What a steal for Minnesota, man.
But no, I think even seeing him, I don't know, someone like Chicago, maybe a Washington could add him if they wanted to add somebody on the other side. Terry McLaurin, right? Sticks to the same colors. He's got that yellow with the maroon. Maybe he sticks there. So I think he's a later on in the second half of the first round type of guy. But I think whoever gets him is going to get a really good guy.
So you're saying like late teens to...
I'm thinking like 20s probably. Maybe 19 if he goes to Washington type of thing. But I don't know if he would go ahead of that, right? A Miami maybe. I said I can't see Philly going for another receiver. Maybe they do, but it's hard to see Philly going to go for another receiver. So you become the end, right? The Jacksonvilles, maybe they grab him with the second pick.
That wouldn't be a bad move by Jacksonville.
Yeah, someone like that, right?
Help Trevor Lawrence out some more. Get some weapons.
Just anybody, right? A Baltimore later on in the draft, a New Orleans or whoever. There's lots of options. Maybe Green Bay. Maybe Green Bay will finally wants to give like Aaron Rodgers another good receiver.
That'd be sick for him, man.
Hope for it.
And they love tall receivers.
They do love their tall receivers.